Hey, it's Amanda Green from Living a Simple Budget Family Life, and the last video I put up was a video about feeling swamped, and I'm not complaining about being tired. I am actually laying in bed having a little bit of a rest today, so I'm being proactive about it. So my apologies if the last video felt like a bit of a whinge, rant, whatever you want to call it, and maybe it was. That's what mummies have the right to do that, I think. But I wanted to talk to you about solutions, what I've come up with, the proactive things that I'm doing to make some changes, because you're not making changes, doing the same thing over and over again. It's just crazy. Definition of insanity, right? So, yeah, number one, having a lay down today. I've just put Cohen down about half an hour ago, so I know that he's really, really down and out. He might be down for another hour, he might be down for another hour and a half, 2 hours, so I thought I might as well take advantage and have a little bit of a snooze. Before I do that though, I just wanted to do a quick video to get all the thoughts off my chest that I was having, so I'm not laying here thinking as opposed to snoozing, so being proactive, doing something about it. But I wanted to talk to you about, when I did my Feeling Swamp video, and I'll link it below, I talked to you about some behavioural challenges with the girls. Now, Nalia is 3 and she's just, getting to that point where, tantrums and those sorts of things, are happening more often. Sorry, I bit my lip and I'm just looking at it now, it's really sore. Tantrums happening more often, so, tactical ignoring is happening a little bit in our house at the moment because I don't understand whinge, and that's what I say to the kids, and I've always said to the kids, I don't understand whinge. If you want mummy to talk to you, you need to use some words. So, particularly challenging at the moment, but I have spoken in the past about the issues that have come up since we moved into this house, and the 2 girls have started sharing. Now, last week it got really, really bad. I think Kaylin was up till like 10:30 on Sunday night. And I could literally not get her out of bed to go to school on Monday, so we had a sickie. So it was that bad. They were in there, bedtime as normal was like 7:30, so she was in there for 3 hours, kicking and yelling and just, I don't want to go to sleep, blah blah blah. She's touching me, my sister's touching me, how can I get to sleep, she's touching me, what little girls do. Jumping from bed to bed, just carrying on like pork chops. And if I'm going to be brutally honest with you, they got a few bum smacks, let me tell you. Which I know, let's not even go there. You end up feeling like dog poo. But anyway, taking toys away or anything like that does not work for her. She has no Achilles heel. It's like, oh my gosh, she is like the strongest little girl ever. But anyway, so it got to a point where it was just so ridiculously bad this night that I was like, what else can I do? I need to try something different. Last resort, obviously, is moving them out of the room that they share. And, like if we do that, Cohen has to share with somebody, and he's still getting up a couple of times a night for booby juice. So, that is really our last resort, and we don't want to have to go there if we don't have to. Thierry is okay with it. He's happy to share with Cohen, but, like he goes to school, he needs to have a really good sleep. So what I thought I would do, and we've had 3 nights now, 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights, I don't know, see, I'm tired. We've had 5 nights now, I'll go with 5, where it's been successful, and we've had probably like 5 minutes of little chitter chatter, turning lights on after we've gone to bed, as opposed to like 3 hours. So, so far so good. So what I did was I moved, both beds were under the window before, and I've done a girls' room tour. But what I did was I put one on one side of the wall, one on the other side of the wall, and right bang down the middle of the room, I created a little divider with the kitchen and the Barbie house. So they will lay in bed now, and they cannot see each other. They cannot jump from bed to bed. You know, like common sense. I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but it cuts the room in half and it looks terrible. Like doesn't do anything for the aesthetic of the room, but practically speaking, it's working a treat. It seems to be doing what it needs to do. And hopefully, like it won't have to stay like that forever, and just until they can get into a nice little groove and share nicely together. So hopefully that's that problem fixed. So financially, I was talking about being financially swamped as well, and we're paying off debt, and we are paying as much money as we possibly can to that debt. We want to get it paid off as soon as we can. Our car loan, I was on the phone to the finance people before. Our car loan actually technically is up December 23rd at the end of 2017. So we have been paying, like quite a considerable amount into that above and beyond. So we're hoping to really cut some of that down and not pay interest and stuff like that, which is awesome. That's what we want to do. We want to get all like intense about paying off our debt, right? But, it leaves us so tight. And I know, zero-based budget, cash-based budget, you're not supposed to have, like, every dollar is supposed to be accounted for, but it leaves us so tight, like, by the time you get sort of like 2, 3, 4 days out from payday, you're scraping together to get a loaf of bread or the last little bits and pieces that you actually need. So, and I find that really stressful. So I think we're going to try to do another savings account and just get a little bit of backup in there, just for incidental stuff that comes up. Just to have some savings stashed away that can be used if need to be. So that's the plan. Otherwise, like I end up ringing my mum at like 40. I'm ringing my mum for, a $20 loan until payday, which is just ridiculous. And you feel like so stupid. And anyway, so I might turn over and really start thinking about getting tired. So yeah, so that's what happened. So made some changes, and yeah, we'll see how we go with that. And I was also talking about obviously the food thing. I've really sort of gotten into a little bit of a groove with the food, eating quite well, but still drinking way too much Diet Coke. So okay, that's causing me some serious concern. But yeah, I'll get there. Can't rush these things apparently. But anyway, so I think that's all I needed to add about the whole feeling swamped thing. I just wanted to clarify a few things, and I don't want to be like a whinger, so just wanted to let you know that I've a couple of solutions I've come up with for the challenging behaviour of the girls. I can't do much about Cohen, like he still needs booby juice, and I have to get up. I gotta get up, so. But I can take a few little naps during the day. I'm just hoping it obviously doesn't affect my ability to go to sleep of an evening when I actually, it's time for my head to hit the pillow. So, yeah. Oh, tired now. I'm going to turn the light off and try to get a little kip while he's having a kip, and yeah. I've got a couple of really exciting things coming up that I'm, really stoked about doing. A couple of collab videos that, we got the Goodwill Challenge coming up, I think the 17th, and then also I've got another YouTube Mummy Meetup collab, which I'm super excited about because it's an organising spring cleaning collab, which, believe it or not, like organising, cleaning, things I like doing. I was just sort of like racking my brain, last night laying here trying to go to sleep going, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do it about? But, yeah, I'm sure I will think of something within the next week and a half. Oh, excuse me. To actually, it's seriously unflattering angle this, but anyway. Okay, so I'm going to turn you off. I've had a little bit of a chat. I've had a little bit of a rant. Hopefully things are on the up and up, and we've decided to open up another savings account, like I said, so that's going to hopefully solve some, financial woes. We've taken steps to hopefully make the girls share a little bit better, so again, trying to go forward, coming up with solutions, making some changes, and hopefully it'll get us where we want to go. If not, we'll just keep making changes and keep trying new stuff. There's no point stressing. No point stressing over it. We just got to keep on pushing through. Well, yeah, guys, hopefully you're having a great week, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Okay, can't sleep. I just thought of something else that I wanted to say. Another thing that's been causing a little bit of stress is that my husband mentioned to me that he was sort of at the point where any more downsizing and minimalising was just going to be a little bit too much for him. He needs a bit more personality in our space, so I've got to start sort of making a few little tweaks and adding some stuff in that is going to make me really uncomfortable and give me the heebie-jeebies, and just one more thing for me to be cleaning and stuff, but he needs to feel comfortable in this space as well. It's his space too. And when we talked about that, we also talked about like priorities and the way that we see sort of like the next sort of like couple of years going down, what we want out of our time here in the desert, and that sort of thing. So we're on the same page, but in terms of excuse me, in terms of the order of doing things, his sort of preferences, and wants to do put some money in the bank, get a second car, those sorts of things. And like, I'm super keen to buy a block of land and get a tiny house, and so the order that we want to do things in is a little bit different, and that is causing for me a little bit of tension, a little bit of stress, and a little bit of worry. We want to do all the same things. We're definitely on the same page. It's just like, he's a bloke, he wants another car, and money first. So compromises have to be made, and that's just what marriages are about, compromise. And so that was another thing I wanted to tell you about. Okay, gonna try to go to sleep now.